Look at all the snow. Alright guys, so a while back I had asked on the pages to share different visual mods. And so what I want to do, what I'm going to do here, is I want to take everything that we've been able to get over the years and just put it all into one space. So what we're going to cover: hoods, spoilers, body kits, headlights, and taillights. So these are the things over the years that you could just go on, buy, and just install in your car. I've actually been able to get probably 70 to 80% of actual people's cars, which I preferred over just getting pictures off the internet. Basically, you're just gonna hear me talk. I'm gonna put the pictures up on the screen, tell you what it is, talk a little bit about it, and share whose car it is, you know, in whatever way they would like it to be shared. You know, whether it be their name, Instagram, whatever. That way they get the credit they deserve. So first we'll start with hoods. Sadly, almost all of these are discontinued at this point, but it's kind of cool to look at and see all the different designs and styles that we were able to get. So hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see if we do more of these. So I'm gonna do my best to keep these short, you know, to keep the video moving along, so bear with me. So we'll start with the AED. This company made entire kits for the cars. Dysfunctional. It has a duct that directs the air to the airbox area, if I remember correctly. Good looking hood. I feel like it follows the body lines pretty well. Matches up with the grills. It's not a very common hood. A lot of people would only bought the body kits, and you'll be seeing more of this car. Next is the AIT. There's actually a whole body kit that goes along with this. They are functional. It's just open to the engine bay. They do look almost stick-on. I really don't feel like it flows well with the stock too well, but with an aftermarket body kit, I feel like that's where it shines. Here we have the SCT. So this is the factory one that you could get from 03 to 05. Comes with backing plates that you can remove, and there's mesh inside there. Open to the engine bay. I really feel like this hood just has the smoothest and cleanest look. You know, it just looks natural being on the car. And then there's the carbon fiber variant of the SCT. Super rare. I believe 7 or so were made. I really feel like it's cool that you'll see there's a few carbon fiber options that were out there. This one, the scoops also open up into the engine bay. Next is the Spyder, or as it was listed mostly, Spyder 3 for some reason. It's full fiberglass. The mold was actually tweaked a little bit. The driver's side would sit very tight to the headlight, and the passenger side would be like lifted up. Fortunately, it's not functional, and there really wasn't a way to make it functional, sadly. To go along with that, we have the carbon fiber Spyder 3, as they called it. This one actually suffered the same problems as the regular fiberglass one. This is actually my car. I remember these things for sale for about 600 bucks, probably 2011, 2012, and I've honestly never seen anyone else have one. So here we have the NACA carbon fiber. NACA, if you look it up, is just the type of scoop that it is, and it's functional and it just goes straight to the airbox area. This one was actually for sale on customgrandm.com, if you guys remember that site. Then we're going to bounce to the RK Sport. So this one's styled just like the SCT. There are really no markings to tell that it's the RK Sport, except for the fact if you look at the scoops, they didn't cut the holes out all the way, and you can kind of see that in the second pic. Other than that, really no other difference, and it is also open with mesh to the engine bay. Here's my favorite. Obviously, here's my car. This is the SD hood. Grand Prix actually got this same hood. The front scoops have a duct that goes to the airbox area, and then the passenger rear scoop is opened up for like a heat extract. Fun fact, I bought one brand new back in 2011, and it cost me a little over $1,000. So here's another one. This one's called the Stinger. Another one styled after the SCT, but it's a little taller, and I feel a little more aggressive, more sharp edges. It is functional with a duct to the airbox. Unfortunately, this is the only picture I could find that's actually a stock photo. I've never seen anyone actually have one. So here's actually a stock flat hood that's actually full carbon fiber, made by a company, you may have heard of them, called VIS, and it was a little over $1,000 back in the day, maybe $1,200–1,300. This one actually just traded hands in Cali, so I'm kind of curious if we will see the owner pop up somewhere. Lastly, this is the WS6. If you guys don't know, this is styled after the Trans Am 98-02, not functional. It also suffered from mold issues where it sat crooked. I feel like they had a cool idea with it, but the execution wasn't quite there. So there's all the hoods. Real quick, out of all of those, really the SCT is the only one that's easily had. I believe there's a few sites that sell it new, about $600–700. In the Midwest, they're all over the place in junkyards for much less. I have seen the WS6 and the carbon fiber like flat style still listed, but not confirmed. There's a few other hoods in this list that do have listings, but if you try to buy them, kicks you back, gives your money back, and lets you know that it is discontinued. All right, so next up is spoilers. And so I'm going to include ones that you could buy and bolt on, and then I'm also going to include the concepts. Okay, so we're going to kick off with the SCT. So this is the factory option one from 03 to 05. So makes it pretty easy to find in junkyards and for sale other places. I believe you can still get it brand new, and it's a nice, neat, sleek look for these cars, and looks like it belongs. Then we have the carbon fiber version of the SCT. Super rare again, just like the hood. 3, maybe 5 of these made. This is one of 2 styles that are true carbon fiber that are bolt-on with our cars. So since we're talking about SCT, I figured we'll go ahead and just throw the concept ones in there. So there were 2 styles of concepts. So this first concept is very similar to what we got for production. A little wider, a little taller, but same styling as far as the ends and the flat top of it. So this is the second version of the concept spoiler. This one uses just universal aluminum pedestals and really doesn't bolt anywhere near a factory spot. Same sort of styling to it, where it's just flat and curves on the end. Here we have the RK Sport, you know, that flat duckbill, drag style, whatever you want to call it. My favorite one. This is my car. Really good look, bolts in a factory spot. I really like how it goes with the stock styling as far as the body goes. So here's this car again. This is the first version of the AED. This is the one that if people bought, this is what they had. I've seen maybe a handful of them. When I mentioned the whole carbon fiber thing, there's actually one of these for sale on eBay, and it's been on there for many years. So then we have the tall AED. So same style as the other AED, just obviously a lot taller, and it clears the roof line of the car. Just kind of ridiculous. This wing was actually featured on the Betty Racer, if you know what that is. If not, look it up on YouTube. And lastly, so I'm including this because I remember back in the day there being a bolt-on version of this, otherwise known as bomber spoiler. So this specific one doesn't bolt in factory spot, but the same style. So the curved bottom with the flat top. Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Just talking about 2 things got us to about 20 minutes. So we'll finish that one, and I'll start on another one to continue what I've gathered. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.